What's up, guys? Dr. Dan. We got Ken back in the house, and Ken was here how long ago?
About 6 months ago.
6 months ago,
Yep.
Long time ago. Haven't seen him since, but since last appointment, low back pain.
Yes.
And what happened?
It was really severe lower back pain, mostly on my left side, a lot of tightness, and I went to a specialist and
Cortisone injection?
Yeah, some type of injection in my back for pain. Yeah.
And it helped?
I really didn't get much.
No relief?
And the pain specialist said I might not. So
yeah, cool.
Looking at the x-rays, he said you might not get.
Yeah.
So.
Now, you guys have seen prior appointments with Ken a long time ago, months, maybe a year ago, something like that. Movement's our thing. Exercise is our thing. Ken's athletic director. He's been an athlete his entire life. Shoulders, we just checked, are moving well. But let's come around. Let's look at the low back. And we're going to show you right from the get-go what it is that we got to work on. I'm going to raise this up, all right? So if you can see, I know there's some shadows here, but his lumbar spine, sacrum's down here, lumbar spine is right here. And Ken does not have his normal lumbar lordosis, which is that kind of like that backward curvature almost. Plus, we've got a lot of muscle swelling. He has low back pain on the left side, but he's got a lot of, we'll say, congestion, muscle swelling over here on this right side. If you can see the bulge through this right side. Okay, this is concave, this is convex. So we have lumbar erector muscles that sit in here, but they're all bulged out on this right side. Okay, so number one thing, we got low back pain. Maybe we went for a cortisone injection and provided a little bit of relief, or maybe not, whatever. Doesn't fix the postural related issues, doesn't fix the muscle imbalances, which again are spasmed up and tightened up here. Not so much here. He's starting to get a little bit of scoliosis. On one of his videos a while ago, we said, Ken, you got to do the rocker. You got to stretch the toes and the knees out and ultimately get your lumbar lordosis to form again. So Ken, scoot your bum forward on the table and put your hands down at your side, correct? And let's go, this is called PD&O here in the office. Whoops. This is called palms down and open. And what we're gonna do, Ken, is try to think belly forward, back arches a little bit. Nice. And we're gonna start to create a little bit of lumbar lordosis back in the back in the lumbar spine, okay? And then, Ken, what we do, you guys see it on every video because it's the same stuff. It's important for everybody to do. Let's come back here before we get there, though. And let's notice how we've got this right shoulder high, left shoulder low contracture, okay? See the space here and see the compression here in the skin. So we already know his right side neck's gonna be not feeling so hot once we get our hands in there. His right shoulder is a little bit tighter, and I'm gonna come stand behind here, Bree. And Ken, out and open. But let's move the hands back a little bit. And do you notice how you feel here?
Yeah, like when my shoulders back.
Do you notice how this side feels versus this side?
Yeah, the right side's it's tighter.
Stiffer, right? Mm-hmm. Tighter. Left side. Right side. Left side. Left elbow straight. Correct. Hold right there. Just that power right there. Straighten your left elbow a little bit more.
As far as that one goes.
Good. Now right side. But shoulder blade back first. Now keep your head straight. So you see how on the right side he starts to compensate with his head because he's lacking the rotation through the thoracic spine on the right side. So he starts to look back this way because he's not great right now at rotating through this right side. But if we say left side back, see how that side just kind of cuts a little bit easier? The shoulder stays a little softer. Yay?
Mm-hmm.
Versus the right side.
Yep.
Plus his head's a little tilted over to the right, so we know he's all contracted, irritated, his spine's twisted. If we took x-rays, we'd see that the vertebrae kind of jammed up over on the right side. In this position, Ken, low back arches, correct. Let's lean back a little bit, weight in your hands, beautiful. Nice, there you go. Feel how you turned your neck off? Mm-hmm. But notice how soft and strong this left side is. Okay. Notice how this side is way tenser over here, right? So yes. feel the smoothness or the softness. Notice how this side's more difficult, okay? I don't do shots. I get to the root cause of the problem. A shot does not fix the root cause of the problem. It tricks your body into believing the pain's not there. You keep going about your day, and guess what? Those vertebrae keep deteriorating. Your discs keep degenerating. If you don't put your vertebrae, your spine, your bones back into proper alignment, as some chiropractors say, muscle's not up. Just like when your head and your face are all congested. Oh, God, my back is killing me because it's congested. It's tightened up, it's swollen, and it's irritated. We notice how this feels versus this. Is that correct?
Yes.
This is tougher.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to give him a big exercise to do at home. He's got to sit on the couch, watch a little bit of TV, practice his chest out movement, maybe practice a little bit of breath in. Nice. Hold down here. Push your belly out now. Don't exhale. So breathe in deeply, hold it, try to push your belly out. Correct. Do you feel that stretches right through here a little bit? Yeah, and it's kind of tough. It's like, oh, right? Exhale it out. So we definitely want to pump the lumbar spine back into a little forward movement so that we can lift the vertebrae up, we can decompress the low back, plus we're getting his arms stronger here, and gradually up in the brain we're neurologically firing the triceps, the lats, which is going to help us gradually as we focus, Ken, on shoulder down and back with a little bit of right elbow straight and a little bit of head tilt to the left now. Breathe in deeply through your nose. As you exhale, tilt your head, roll your shoulder open lightly. Back, that's closed. Correct. Do you feel how this kind of pulls up into your neck a little bit?
Yeah.
Big time. So he's all contracted. We already know, we saw on video, he's already contracted up into his neck. Do you feel how uncomfortable this is through here? I can run my hand right here and we feel this massive knot of tension that's all right here. Tension up in the neck causes congestion in lymphatic nodules, the cervical, the suboccipital, the submandibular, and the cervical plexus, the lymph nodes right here. So yeah, he's inflamed up in his neck. We know he's got neck problems. We've worked on him in the past. He's got some arthritis up there. If we're not doing this, opening, breathing up into the neck, we get more arthritis. We don't want that. We want to sit on the couch. We just want to watch some TV. We want to decompress the neck. I might not see this guy for another 6 or 8 months, and really, you got to do this.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
See
yeah.
how simple it is?
Mm-hmm.
Roll the right shoulder open, tilt the head to the left, focus on a nice long right elbow. Correct. In your brain, feel how you're firing up and you're pumping up the tricep, which is making us more back chain dominant. Back chain dominant means more power in the scapula, more power in the tricep, which ultimately carries over into your exercises. So if we are going to the gym, and if we're doing stuff like, tricep push downs and maybe skull crushers, or maybe tricep, those typical kickback stuff like that, make sure feet stay straight also. But we want to be conscious that we're living in our back chain and we're not hiked up here or rolled forward, and we're doing the movement with the chest, the pecs, the neck. We're doing the movement with the back and the tricep, which is where it belongs. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Scoot your butt more forward. Now, in this position, we're going to lean back into the hands lightly, and maybe your wrists are not used to this, so you may have some wrist tightness, some wrist pain. This is a good way to start to load the wrists with some weight so that we get the carpal bones and the different joints down in the wrist to just be more comfortable in their end range, which is their loaded extension. But if I say twist left, Ken, without the head, look straight forward at that sign. And if I say twist right, he can easily feel how this side is all twisted up. So back problems, not just back problems are systemic, structural issues, muscle imbalances in the arm, the pec, even up into the neck. So Ken, we're going to twist to the right, and then we're going to tilt the head away. And you're going to just breathe in through your nose. And you're going to hold your breath in. You're going to think, push your belly out away from you and pull your head this way. And just feel how nice that feels to open this whole side up. And then exhale and twist into it a little bit more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now check the same on the left side. And this side, still going to be tight in the neck because we've not stretched or worked on his neck at all. See how that's a little tighter up here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn away from it. Twist into it. Take a breath in. Hold your breath in. Just kind of focus. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale whole way out. Twist into it. Pull the head that way. Nice. Can you come over here, take a look at this? Without even checking, without even palpating his neck, you guys see these striations right here? How this pulls? Do you feel this up here, or down in the shoulder?
Not as much on the right. It's on the right side.
Yeah,
right?
way less than the right. But if I say twist to the left, pull that head away to the right. Nice. Oh, nice. Look at that striation that pops out right here. We want this thing to be long, flexible. We still want it to be strong. We just don't want it to be so tight. Let's go back to the right side. Moving a little bit. Is that correct? Or not too bad?
Not too bad, no.
Now see on this side, we don't see the same amount of striations. We see a little bit of tug on the ear, but we do notice when I rub the hand here, this is kind of softish up here. This is where he's all jammed up in his right side. We'll say C4, 5, 6, somewhere around there. C4, 5, 6. So we're definitely going to start to decrease tension. We'll take a post-treatment picture of his mid-back, of his posture. We'll hopefully see that his right shoulder will set a little lower. And right after we get him loosened up here, he's going to notice improvement in his spinal's ability to rotate left side, right side. Okay, cool. You've already decreased this tone a little bit. Now let's change hand position to go fingers in. And now let's just go right by the side. And from the side, we put him in this position. Maybe that's already tough, but he's front chain, right? His shoulders are rolled forward. We're going to say, just soft shoulders open. See how tough this is, homie?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to sit on the couch. Just got to watch TV. I know, I don't want the channel to get old, guys, because there's so much other cool stuff that we do, but this is number one. Please, every one of you should be sitting on the couch. By the end of the day, you got 20 minutes. You got a timer in your brain. 20 minutes has to be racked up into flexibility here, flexibility here. Internal rotation's closed. Palms open is open. Palms open is external rotation. Helps open the chest up, stretching the bicep tendon, ultimately all pulling up into the neck and the head. Ken, if I say left shoulder open, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, notice how that feels through the arm the whole way down to the wrist. Right shoulder doesn't want to go anywhere. If I say left shoulder open, in your brain, can you squeeze right here a little bit? Correct. Mm-hmm. In your brain on the right, what's the squeeze feel like?
Not as tight now.
Kind of like non-existent almost down here, not connected. He's got a little bit of scapular wing on the right side of his back. How about we think, breathe in deeply. As you exhale, double shoulders open back to me. 10, 9, 8, 7. Beautiful. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right twist. Oh, do we have to work this side right here? Is that cool? Mm-hmm. Super easy. Shouldn't be tough. Well, it should be tough, but it should be just light, right? It's not strenuous. You're not going to power through it. You're going to rest and relax into it. You're going to focus into your left shoulder, and you're going to focus into your right shoulder. Throw of a ball, a baseball, football, is a pack, and then it's a release, right? So we got to get the whole shoulder to move through the range of motion. Pack, release, pack, release, pack, release. You feel all right?
Yep.
All right. Loosens the connective tissue up, blood. Hands, fingers might go numb a little bit because we are big time stretching the nerves from the neck down through the arm. Easily though, I know it's a weird thing, but you got to floss the nerves through the muscles so that we don't get compressed and tight. Light shoulders open. Other thing we're going to be mindful of, Ken, is how this left thumb is open and how we want the right thumb to open. Correct. Light shoulders open. Good. Light left shoulder open. That's good. See how nice that feels? Mm-hmm. Light right shoulder open. Definitely going to work the heck out of this side. See the difference?
Yeah. Left
side. Now all these coiling muscles, this power that we create back into the scapula, back into the back, these muscles down in the arm, down in the forearm, the wrist, up into the tricep, yeah, he's going to get pulling, straining, possibly even some ripping and some tearing, which is not a bad thing. If you do it micro, if you do it slow and controlled, yeah, you're going to rip muscle fibers. It's just like exercise. You got to break them down to build them back up, right? And when they build back up, hopefully they build back up in a flexible position if we do our flexibility outside of weight training or whatever else we're doing. And then we just kind of cut left and cut right, and cut left and cut right. Now in this position, double shoulders open, how about we lean our right ear to our right shoulder? And you just hold that and you focus on how nice that feels to decompress and open up the left side neck. How about we lean our head to our right shoulder, or sorry, left ear, right? Feel the tension difference over there? What would you say, if we were to grade the left side, we'll say that's 4 out of 10 tension. What's the right side feel?
Right side's a
10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's still tight.
10 out of 10. So he knows he feels it up here. His jaw's tight, his ears tight. Other symptoms that we can have when the neck's all junked up and damaged up. Chronic congestion in the nasal cavity, maybe a weak right eyelid where we've got a little droopy right eyelid, maybe some swelling under the eye, maybe some ear clog, maybe just some chronic lymph nodes that just don't decompress or don't ditch the swelling because there's so much tension up here. Also, carpal tunnel more likely on the right side, hand muscle atrophy, just kind of like death, just weakness in the right arm. It becomes more frail. Does that make sense? How about if I say side shift to your left hand? Nice. Push down through your left hand. Good. That's called a loaded left hand. How about we shift to the right hand? Oh, but the shoulder goes forward and we want it backward. Correct. Oh, feel the difference in this side. This is your side shift. When we side shift, it's a lateral movement. Sideways left, sideways right. You can side shift to the left nicely. We got to side shift to the right nicely. Does that make sense? Shoulder back lightly. Correct. Elbow straighter on the right. Nice. Shoulder back though out of the front. Correct. And back to left side to check it. Nice. Back to center, take a rest. Pick the arm. Oh. So you see how much lifted up he was. That's what's decompressing the spine. You go to your ortho, and again, they're not all this way. Here's your pain shot, see you later, right? Well, dude, what do I do to fix my body? I want to be an athlete. I want to run better. I want to move better. You ain't going to move well under the influence of cortisone. You're going to move well under the influence of movement, training, exercise, correct hand placement, scapular control, back chain power, looseness up in the clavicles, flexibility through the spine. Now, hands on thighs. And if I say bend forward into your hands, and now this is where we get into the low back, because he rounded forward at his low back, correct, but bend forward, but lightly correct. Now push your hands down right there just a little bit. And look up forward with your head. Think, are my shoulders down and back? Nice. Can I find my left hand push on the left side? Can I find my right hand push on the right side, which is a little more difficult? But you also hear left side elbow is cracking and right side elbow is cracking. Well, no, it's not. Left side is only. Right shoulder down. Correct. Left side down. Nice. Back to center, double hand press. Shoulders back, out of your neck, down with the elbows, correct. Notice the tension over here. Not really much on the left. Notice the tension over here is more significant on the right. Correct?
Yes.
So this stuff down here on the right side low back is swollen because he's not activating his lat. Other muscles have to compensate. Oh, they cramp up, they seize up. We got to get his lat better on the right. Way we're going to get the lat better, palm presses onto the thighs. Left side focus. Easier than right side focus. Agree?
Yes.
Movement training. Just a little bit of time at the computer, a little bit of time with the couch, on the couch. You got a long drive back home, a little bit of time at a red light. If you're in the passenger seat, shoulders down out of neck. Nice. Correct. Other one, palms down and open, behind us. A soft rest into the back chain. Correct. That's all it takes. Left side focus is beautiful. He's already got his left tricep on because we just put him here, so his brain's already fired up. It's pre-programmed to go into the left back chain. Still, don't turn the head, look straight forward. Still got to work the mindfulness into the right back shoulder contraction. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right there, you got to work. And then you can breathe in. And as you exhale, just like any rep in the gym, it's an exhale, do the work. It's an inhale, and it's an exhale, do the work. Pull the shoulder back, straighten the elbow a little bit. Build that shakiness. See how everything's just like a little shaky right there. But this side, a little easier. I know you got elbow issues and surgery on the left side. But the big thing to understand, we got some imbalance. And if the imbalance is in the arms, the wrists, the forearms, the vertebrae, instead of bending and twisting and rotating evenly, we got more on one side, less on the other side. Pain develops, joints get irritated, discs can, get a little bulge. Take a rest. Now we're going to go knuckles down. Elbows tall. Shoulders back. Right side focus. Left side focus. See how much easier here? Still a little tightness. Now this is where maybe, do you feel your left wrist is more worse or better?
I think my left wrist feels a little bit better than my right wrist.
Than your right wrist?
Yeah.
How about if I say straighten your left elbow a little bit? See how that turns on the tricep a little bit?
Yeah.
Just hone in and focus in on that left tricep a little bit. And for about 10 to 20 seconds, send some energy into that left tricep. And if you do it a little bit enough, it may cramp or strain. And now if I say focus on your right tricep. Nice. See, I like that right elbow though. It does lock out pretty nicely. Would you say that right tricep's weaker or stronger in this position than the left side?
I think my right is stronger.
A little easier connected. So the right tricep's stronger, but the right shoulder is weaker. And when we say the shoulder, we mean the rhomboids, the middle trapezius, the serratus anterior and posterior, if you want to get into big terminology, but he doesn't care about that, and really I don't either. I just care about what your balance and your structure looks like. Cool? Take a rest for me. Now we're going to start with a little muscle work up in the right side neck. And Ken knows what this feels like.
Yeah.
What does that feel like in there?
Yeah.
It's a big bump, right?
Right.
So, TBH. I just learned that means to be honest, right? TBH, to be honest, he's not going to be out of pain real quick. And maybe he doesn't have neck pain right now, active neck pain. Would you say it's painful in here?
I can feel the tightness in the knot.
Not painful though?
Not
bad.
Not bad, no. That or I just learned to live with it for a while.
Yeah. Feel that area up there?
Yeah.
So he's got two regions on the right side of the neck. The right C1, 2, and 3. And then a little lower down in like C5, C6. And there's just big time arthritis. His neck's been kinked up. You were a wrestler back in the day, right?
Yes.
And real common to have a compressed, strained, sprained neck, where the root of all movement issues is just, we'll say, dysfunction in the system. And the system goes from the toes the whole way up to the nose. So we know the right neck is tied down into the right foot, the right knee at some point, the right mid-back or even low back at some point. Look down for me. Look down for me right there. Lean your head to the left. So we got to do a little muscle work, got to do a little manual therapy. Can't just get your bones adjusted. Lots of chiropractors just do. Have to double up, have to treat the soft tissues. Then you got to do the adjustment, and then when he leaves here today, he's got to reprogram, or what we say, recode his body to find the weak muscles in the tricep, the lat, the tight muscles down in the wrist, the forearm, and gradually, with time and focus, we improve the energy send from the brain down to the arm, which gradually over time helps us keep tension out of the neck and promotes tension down into the core and the mid-back. Lean head right, lean head left. Lean head right, lean head left. Oh, whatever goes, nice little pop. Right, left. Oh, buddy, chin down now. Right side, left side, right side, left side, right side, left side. How's this feeling here? That's it.
Yeah.
So that's where we say we got a contracture, an overstimulated area of upper trapezius muscle, which steals energy from the lats and the back chain corner on the right side, chin down to chest. Look down for me. Yeah, we got to do a little bit of aggressive work here. Nice. Relax there. Now we know on the left side, it's a little gunked up. Feel the gunk up here.
Mm-hmm.
I say gunk, I mean muscle tension plus fluid fluid in the body that should be passed down through the body. I love whole body vibration because it sends that beautiful energy up through your arms, up into your neck. It decompresses and literally detoxifies your lymphatic system. Gets swelling out of the neck. He's got some mid-cervical swelling on the left, but on the right side, it's above and below this segment right here. Nice. Nice. Back to center. Hands down the side, palms open. Way back like this. Shoulders open. Correct. How's that feel now?
That was a little easier.
A little easier? This side's much easier. This side's still a little, lean your head to the left. So you're gonna spend time here, right here for us, okay? You can watch TV. You can just kind of open up the neck. It's gonna get sore. All this stuff is gonna start to get sore as you open it up and stretch it out. Okie doke?
Yep.
Let's go stay here, chin to chest now. Now we're gonna use a little bit of hypervolt. I don't care what you use. We like hyper ice, we like the hypervolts. Ache to weigh is also another good one. Use a little vibration therapy. Gently think chin pulls to chest. Tilt left ear to left shoulder a little bit. Yep, like that. Open right shoulder up and back, or down and back here, nice. Now right ear to right shoulder. Now chin straight down to chest. See how nice it feels to stay open in the spine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Left ear to left shoulder. Light right shoulder back. Good, left ear to left shoulder. I'm gonna use this right up here a little bit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You guys have one of these at home?
Yes.
You could do this right just like this. You could hold it up here yourself with your right hand. Chin to chest slightly. And you don't want to see how light I'm pushing. It might feel intense, but it's light, right? Right over the skin.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm using this, it's a little hold right up here, right on the side of the neck a little bit, right onto the trap a little bit, right here into the side right here like this. You turn away from it a little bit. You can move up and down a little bit. Definitely get like right in this what's called supraclavicular space, right above the clavicle. And just do a little bit of neck massage. Move up a little higher if you feel comfortable. Also, if you want to crank it down to speed 1, that'll be a little easier to start. And as you do this, you're going to try to think lower the shoulder down. So I kind of like anchor it down a little bit. So that opens up. That's going to help me open up. And then I can go back here like this. Just kind of work that area out. Okay? Let's go face down on the table for me. And easy peasy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mind if I lift this up?
Sure.
All right. Now, good to see from this view, Bree. Good to see from this view, guys, on the channel. Again, we're looking at, what's the organization of muscles in the back? And if you can see good on camera, lumbar spine all through here is kyphotic, not lordotic, okay? Big time swelling over here on the right side. We'll do a little muscle work to help stretch these muscles out. And then we're going to teach at the end of the appointment what's called a hip hike. And a hip hike is targeted for the low back muscles called the QLs, the quadratus lumborums, and the iliopsoas, and the lumbar erectors, and the obliques. How sore? Sore or not too bad?
Not too bad.
What does that fiber right there feel like?
That's just, you know.
A little more sore or not too bad?
It's still not too bad.
Good. And I'm deep. I'm right on the what's called the lamina of the vertebrae. The lateral portion right outside the spinous process. I'm using these two knuckles, a little bit of the third one as well. And this is my favorite spine treatment to get up and down the left side. Just to help provide a little bit of manual therapy, a little bit of hands-on pressure into the muscles. And if you guys have ever ironed clothes, you'll hear me use that terminology a lot. But if you iron clothes, you got to like flatten everything down so you get the wrinkles out. The same thing we're doing with the low back muscles and the mid back and up into the rib cage a little bit. Nice. Now right side. How does this feel comparatively to the left?
It's
more or less.
It's more. It's tighter. I can feel the
There's a big strain in there.
strain. Yeah.
Even out here a little
Right,
bit.
yeah.
Right. You feel that tender spot in there?
Exactly. Yes.
So some people call them trigger points. Really, it's just an area, a hyper concentrated area of muscle tension. It's a little bit neurologically under or overactive. It's sensitive. It needs two things. It needs relaxed and worked out, and then it needs activated and stimulated or contracted. And that's where the hip hike is going to come into play at. And the hip hike is something that you practice at home. You can do it in the shower, you can do it in the grocery store. It is going to connect your brain down to your low back muscles. And I'll demo it and then we'll work you through it a little bit. Left foot feels like this, right foot feels like this, okay? Left foot's a little looser, right foot's a little tighter.
Mm-hmm.
Knee. Did you do your rocker the past 6 months?
Not as consistent, but I still do it though.
Can I tell you, we started training a hockey team, an elite level hockey team, and I've been working with the kids for 7 weeks now. Once a week I train a whole team. And I got to ask the kids last night, because I give them all kinds of at-home work. We send them videos.
Mm-hmm.
And one kid's dad says, his knee is bothering him. And I say, you know the rocker? Yeah, I do know the rocker. We've done it every session. Are you doing the rocker at home at all? Nope.
Mm-hmm.
The rocker works. The exercises work. You got to do them though. It's a two-part process. 1, me. 2, you. We got to meet together in the middle. You come to learn, I come to teach. All for the same goal. Get you out of pain. Get you feeling as good as you could, should, would, will. And turn your I can'ts into I cans. I can't do that, my back hurts. Did you do the exercise? Well, if I do it, I promise it works. Then we got to meet in the middle. Then I got to call you in 2 weeks. Ken?
Okay.
Hey, it's Dr. Dan. Not that one. Easy. And not that one. How many toes are screwed together?
That foot, well, I think just one's screwed together on that one, and the second and third toe are on top of each other.
Yeah. You have toe spacers at home?
So, I do.
Wear them.
In the drawer.
Every night, please, for 2 months. Put them on before you go to bed.
All right.
It will make you feel a lot better. Look at how easy this left leg is, right? So do we have pelvic imbalance? Yes. Do we have muscle imbalance in the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes? Yes. Do we have time to go through all that today? No. We're going to give him the major exercises that he's got to focus on. One of them is called palms down and open, where the fingers point backward. We start to work on the right side neck. We start to reactivate the right lat. See how close this gets here, guys? Verse right side. So if he were a kid going through, puberty and testosterone growth, and his bones were growing, he'd have Osgood-Schlatters disease, maybe Seaver's disease, which is ankle pain, definitely knee pain. See how much less this is? So do we have muscles that kind of cross from the front of the leg over? Yes. And from the back of the leg over? Yes. And you can see the imbalance from the right side versus the left side. Got to do your rocker at home a little bit. You can watch your old video with that one. We did that on the table out front. Way less. Back down, okay? Now we're going to do his toes after we get his spine adjusted. So let's go. Easy inhale, Ken. Exhale, downward, shoulders relax. Down. Beautiful. Easy breath in. Exhale, down, shoulders down. Nice. Easy breath in. Exhale, down, away. Good. Now face over to the right side up. Thoracic spine adjusted well. Mm-hmm. You're going to see how that turns on your back muscles when we do your palms down and back again. Now we're going to go real easy today, okay? And we're going to take an inhale through our nose. We're going to roll to me and exhale out. Let your shoulders open up. Right there. 1, 2. Other side for me. We got a little bit to move in the low back. Exhale, roll. Relax, shoulders open. 1, 2. Flat on back for me. Actually, not great. Not great. That's okay. Head straight. See how left foot feels? Mm-hmm. You okay?
Yeah.
What's right foot feel like?
Oh, tight.
Horrible.
Yeah.
So when we check the rotational movement, if you think about when you're kids, if you guys have kids at home, babies can easily with their feet bring their feet up and almost like, tap their face. Taylor, it's a fun game where we grab her ankles and we tap her feet together and we clap her feet like this. The bow set is important, the outside edge pressure, and the rotation of the muscles through the saddle of the foot. And the saddle is the muscles down and under and up. And right side's a little tighter, so let's just see if we can relax this left leg. There goes the cuboid. We're going to do the left toes, easy. And now we're going to work the right foot. This side's a little stiff right now. But we know the right knee doesn't bend as well as the left knee. And now the big toe. See if we can get a little bit. There we go. Bend left knee. Relax it. Nice. Bend right knee. This one's going to be a little bit different. 1, 2, 3. There's a little adjustment in there. Head straight. Other exercises, foot squeezes, left toe squeeze for 20 seconds, right foot squeeze for 20 seconds. The right side will cramp up pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. Left side also may cramp up a little bit. All you got to do is lay in bed, close your eyes, let the covers weigh your feet down a little bit. Feel the covers up here on the top of your knuckles. Squeeze your left toes down for 20 seconds. Squeeze your right toes down. You'll notice this right side is a little less active, okay? So it's less active, it's weaker, the brain has less, stay down there. Okay. The brain has less electricity to send down there. We got to stimulate the electricity. Relax here. Nice. Now easy with the elbow. Relax your hand. It's close. That's all right. Hand here. Toes relax. Gentle with this elbow. Yeah. Oof, you got some crepitus in there, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Hand here. Okay, lastly. Lower this down. Easy on the left. Turn to the right. Nice. Relax your left. And now easy on the right. Oh, it's your. Good. One more on the left now. Relax this left side. All right. Okay, cool. Got it?
Yeah.
All right, here's what I need you to do this weekend. This next, who knows, 2 months, 3 months, whatever, whenever I see you again, you'll feel a heck of a lot better. You implement. Cool? Bend your knees up. Feet go above 90 degrees. Knees open up outside feet. Toes stay relaxed. Feet just dead weight. Okay? Put a pillow behind your head. Raise these up a little bit. Focus on a breath in. Focus on a breath out. What I want you to do in the living room, and this is on your daughter to make you do this. Cool?
Yeah.
You just got to watch TV here. Cool?
Yeah.
You got to breathe in deeply through your nose. Hold it in 1, 2. Exhale out 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just lay there and breathe. You'll feel how this core gets a little bit turned on. Yeah. Okay. Now, if I say straighten your right knee up, but keep it open, and open out here, right there, you're going to work a little bit of a straight knee. Inhale deep. Exhale deep. You're going to just lay here and hold this. And now if I say after 5 or 10 reps, bend this a little bit, and I'll straighten your right knee up a little bit more. Your right knee, good. Bend this one down a little bit. Correct. Find where you just found a little straighter. Nice. Find that kind of spot in there. You may cramp really quickly.
Yeah, the quad.
Cramping already?
Yeah.
We already overloaded the quad just with a little bit of knee straight with a little bit of knee open. Okay? How about you take a rest, bend both knees right to here, pull up a little higher. Okay? Nice. Mm-hmm. This is how we start to get the feet and the core muscles up through the leg, up into the stomach, ultimately up into the head and the chin, so we can easily pull this leg up and tap the cheek. We're not going to get there for a while, but if he practices this, he will get his feet to touch his cheeks again as the core gets stronger. We can straighten the left knee up a little bit. We can do a couple breaths here. Exhale out. You can twist the knee open a little bit. Definitely going to feel all this stuff work. And then you can relax this and do the right knee up a little taller. Nice. And the right knee open a little bit. See, that's your weak side.
Oh yeah, that's quads already.
Burning like crazy,
Yeah.
Okay? So we got to stimulate. You'll notice left side versus right side. This is called dead bug. In dead bug, toes are relaxed. And maybe, if anything, feet are pointed a little bit and feet are gripped a little bit like this. Cool?
Yeah.
All right. Try to do 10 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes is good. 10, 15, 20 minutes is better. All you got to do is turn TV on, lay there, and chill out.
All right.
Sit up tall for me. Got that?
Yep.
All right. Now let's go. One more time, one more adjustment for the right shoulder. Relax this arm up. Let me hold the elbow. Nice. Now left arm up. Nice. All right. Double shoulders. Scooch forward. And palms down and back. Now we're a little tighter now. A little more shoulders softly open. Noticing the left side. Noticing the right side. Have to work this a whole bunch. I would say 20 to 30 minutes a day for the first 2 weeks will help you significantly, and then you can cut that back to once every 2 or 3 days. But it definitely doesn't hurt to just, yes, look at that tricep firing now. Do you feel like I twitch in? Would you say it's more connected a little bit now?
Yeah, I think so.
He can feel it now.
Yeah.
The triceps just twitch. It was twitching. Let it go a little bit. Let it turn it. Yes, now go up a little bit. Too much, a little less. Correct. A little less. So when we crank the speed up, right, it's like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. You want to work through all those motions, all those intensities to help this back chain get active. Also want to work on neck stretch away with shoulder open. Got it?
Okay.
Cool. Guys, hope you learned something. Don't fall victim just to a cortisone shot. Be mindful in your movement. One last thing, stand up for me. You're going to see this. I'd watch it at home. Hip hike means straight feet outside edge. We're gonna raise up the left hip
Okay.
by raising the left heel. We lean into this. This is called a coil. It's gonna activate these low back muscles big time. And then we're gonna raise up over here into the right side. And we set back lightly, just like we did with the shoulders, and we try to get back here on the right. And if you do this right, you're gonna get a nice cramp in your obliques. You're also gonna set your spine and your lumbar lordosis. You can go hand here, you can go hand here, you can go hands over here.
How much of the weight's on the right foot?
Most everything, 80, 90's on my right. This is all just light, right?
Okay.
It's a pull up.
Gotcha.
Stand right here next to me, let's try this.
Right.
First step, big toes in line. If you want to use the wall,
Yeah, that's fine.
just raise your left heel up. Nice, correct. Hold right there. And try to feel this left hip pull up. And don't really lean into it so much, but pull up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you see how that feels in that?
Yeah.
And now
Okay.
let's go left hip down, right hip up. And you're going to try to pull this hip up. Now he's got to develop this hip hike movement, which is this, which
Am
is
I opening
this.
my hip a little bit?
You could open it if that feels
I
good.
think that's what, yeah.
Do you feel how that
I feel
kinda-
it open the hip a little bit, yeah.
Nice.
With my knee.
And if you
Kinda
think
going-
about the green dot, which is that outside foot pressure, you can kind of come up out to here a little bit.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yes, correct.
I can
And that's going to really light up the QL and the lumbar erectors
I can feel it in my ankle. I mean,
and
the
your foot
flexibility.
ankle stretch as
Yeah.
well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Hip hike. Now hip hike doesn't need to be done on a wall. Hip hike, as we get good with it, it can just be a tall stand with the left hip pull up, right? The brain's controlled down to here. The brain's controlled down to here. Ultimately, that turns into a little bit of hip hike, rock left, rock right. It's the wave of energy from the left hip up over to the right hip up. And that's where you get your low back to just start to move and twist a little bit.
Okay.
Cool?
Very good.
Thanks for the
Thank
video
you, sir.
today.
Yeah,
We'll
you're
see you
welcome.
soon, okay? Peace, guys.